computer. All right. So we are recording. So this is the heart braid, and I saw this, a little girl had it, but it doesn't have to be done on a little girl. I've done it on a lot of big girls, adults, ladies, and I absolutely loved it. And I sort of taught it to myself because I saw it and then I had to do it. So we're going to start out with our long hair doll, and she is parted down the middle. So I'm going to make her part just a tiny bit longer. And I'm in the back. So I'm in the back of the head right now. And I'm just going to, I'm not going to split the whole head apart, or the whole hair apart, but I'm going to get a, I'm just going to use a yoette to clip the other side. I just need this upper part of the hair clipped aside. And I still, all of this hair down here is our natural fall. And this is going to actually fall behind the braid, and it's really quite beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to come to right about here in the center where I split the hair down the center. And I'm going to take a little piece of hair. This first section of hair that you're taking is very small. It's sort of a, we're going to start out, it's kind of a rectangular looking section on that part. So this is, it's very thin to start, and this is what it looks like, okay? Now this next thing that we're going to be practicing is going to be the art of picking up hair from one side, but not picking up hair from the other side. So I'll explain what that means. So I'm going to start my French. You can do this French or Dutch. I'm going to do it French. You can do it French or Dutch. And also this braid, you can do it as tight as you want or loose as you want. I like drapey braids where they drape and fall beautifully, like cascade on the hair. If you like your braids tight, you make them tight. I'm okay with that. Okay, so this should be kind of like maybe just a tight, like in the crown where I'm starting this. So I'm going to start my braiding, my 3-strand braid section, and I'm just going to start it. So when I would normally pick up hair on the bottom, you don't pick up hair. So then you're going to keep your braid going, but you pick up hair on the upper side. So I'm going to pick up hair, in this case, on this side, it's on the left hand. I'm going to pick up hair on the left side of the braid. So I'm just going to pick up about 1/4 inch of hair on the part line. And I'm going to be braiding up to make the arc of my heart. Okay, so now when it would be the time, I do my 3-strand braiding part. When you would pick up hair on the bottom, you don't pick up. So then I just move to the top. And when I'm above and I'm on the left side, I pick up hair. And I'm just going to pick up the amount of like 1/4 inch of hair on the part line. And I'm going to start directing the braid to go up the hair. I don't know the name of it, but I want to create an arc of a heart. So like the first part of the heart going around. So I'm going to be following the part line a little bit. Okay, when I'm on the bottom, I don't pick up hair. So I still continue French braiding, but I'm just not picking up on one side. When I'm on the top is when I pick up hair. And you're going to start shaping this braid because we want to create a heart shape. When I'm on the bottom, this side, I don't pick up. On the top, I pick up. Does everybody know what I mean by pick up hair that feeds into my braid, right? Okay. On the bottom, I don't pick up. On the top, I pick up. On the bottom, no. And on the top, yes. So if you can see now, I'm following my braid up the part, but I'm kind of like creating the arc of a heart now, the heart, the one side of the heart shape. At some point, I'm going to start dropping it downward. No picking up. And I'm going to pick up here. No. Okay, so I'm turning it a little bit. You guys can kind of see where it's going now. It's getting a shape. Don't pick up here. Pick up here. Okay, so now I'm going to start to drop it. So the heart is going to come downward. And this was going to start to be longer pieces when I pick up on that side. So still don't pick up. Pick up. But now I'm not braiding it in. It goes a little longer because it's going to go up and then it's going to come down. You're still doing your French braid. So no picking up. Now you guys can see it's starting, it went from tight, tight to longer. Okay, so now also just to show you, when I'm going to pick up hair again in the front, I'm grabbing now the very front of the bang and I'm bringing it in. And now I'm going to start coming inward. And I like to leave mine nice and drapey. No picking up on this whole side. I want you guys to see what it's looking like. Hang on a second here. Oh, I've got to finish that. Okay, let me move her head up. And we're just going to start coming here. I'm just going to add a couple more pieces. This is what you call the natural fall behind it. And at this point, I'm not going to grab any more hair. I'm going to braid it off. And you guys can kind of see that it has the half of the heart shape right there. And now I'm going to go and do the same thing to the other side. Okay, now I'm going to be on this side. I'm going to take that piece that's kind of like oblong, or it's like rectangular, not too big. So I took a way too big of a section here. It's pretty thin for the first part of it, the first piece, just so you guys can see. You start your 3-strand braid. And remember, we're not picking up on the bottom again, but we just pick up on the top. This time it's on the right. And I'm not picking up down here. We want our fall to look good. We just pick up on the right, and we're going to follow the braid up the head. No picking up. Then we pick up. No picking up. No picking up. You're going to create that beautiful arc of the heart. I don't know what they call that on our heart shapes, if it's an arc or what. I'm making that word up. You guys can see it's coming together now. You want your fall to look nice. And this is where the drapiness starts. Comes down a little longer, creating your shape now. You guys can see the other side. Again, you can do it as tight as you want. You can do it Dutch if you want. It's just we want this shape. You want to have the natural fall back here look nice. And then you're going to bring your braids together. If I had Kelsey's, if I had tea tree oil, I'd try to break that braid off right now without damaging the hair, but here we go. Okay, and so now all we're going to do is we're going to put these two together. I'm just going to braid them in together. Now it's just a 3-strand braid here. Find a little rubber band. And it's really, there's your like heart-shaped braid. You have a nice fall in the back. You've got your sides that look great. And then, you know, if you do this for somebody for something, you can curl all this underneath or whatever you want to do. Like I said, it's up to you guys if you want this to be tighter, if you want it to be Dutch. I like the draping effect of it. So that's what I like. Anybody have any questions about this one? No questions? Okay, I think I'm going to leave the X braid out because I want to show you guys a waterfall and a ladder, and that'll be what we do today. And we'll do maybe the X braid tomorrow. Okay, so good for the heart. Any questions? This will be obviously on the demo. I can't put the demo up until when I tape it. I can't put it up till after class. So that, I'm sorry. But okay, so I'm going to take this out. And the last thing I'll show you today will be waterfall braid. And then what I like to call the ladder from the waterfall braid. And then we'll do more tomorrow.
Miss Alito, you're gonna start a new recording for the other braid?
No, I'm just going to keep it going. Okay? Because even if I stop it and start a new one, I can't put these up until I turn off the Zoom class when I have to do it myself. So that's the bummer. So I'll just have to help you guys along the way. Okay, the waterfall, there's 2 ways to do it. I'm going to show you the way I like to, I'll show you both ways. And then you guys can do it however you want to do it. So you part the hair down the middle if that's what the style your girl is going to wear or whoever's getting the braid. You're going to start your braid up in the corner, your French braid or your Dutch braid. You can do the waterfall with either. So I'm going to start my 3-strand braid. Regular old 3-strand braid, okay? When you're going to start to pick hair up, when you're on the bottom side of the hair, so think of fall, waterfall, you don't do this necessarily on the top side, okay? The strand that you would be using to pick hair and add it to, the way I like to do the waterfall braid is you just, when you're gonna do this, you split this strand and you leave this piece out and you pick up hair right underneath it and you add it to the braid. And you can see it more when I do the next section. So you're gonna still add a regular French braid to the top. And when you come to where you're gonna be on the bottom and it's time to add a hair, you split. You split this and leave this out. That's the fall from your braid, and you pick up hair underneath it and you keep going. You braid like normal on the top side, and when it's time to be on the bottom side, you split the piece and drop it out before you pick up hair. Then you pick it up, add it, and you go on. And again, these look really good when you have curls in the hair and you just want to do a waterfall. So what do I do with this piece right here? Can somebody tell me?
Cut it in half.
Split in half. And then you just pick up a little piece from underneath it. And it should be right underneath. You don't want to dig the hair down here. And then you continue braiding. Split. Pick up. Continue. Split. Pick up. Continue. Now I'm going to braid this off and I'm going to show you how I like to pick up that hair, and then I call it a ladder after that. And it's a fun little braid. Okay, so I'm going to pick out all the pieces of my waterfall. It's always nice when you have a lovely assistant, but I didn't have one. So I'm going to pick out this piece of hair, this piece of hair. This piece of hair was from my waterfall. These were all the fall. This hair. This hair was from the fall. This hair. And this hair. So these were all pieces of my waterfall, okay? And I'm just going to put them up. You can clip them, but you're going to need to be able to grab that hair down in a minute. So then you're going to start a regular braid underneath, another French braid. It's going to be a little bit bigger for now, just so I can get all the hair up and show you guys. Start a 3-strand French braid. And let's leave some hair down. We'll start this right here. 3 strands. When it's time to pick up on this side, you're going to pick up that first, let's pick up the bottom here. Okay, that's fine. Now, what you're going to pick up on the top is the piece from your waterfall. And you add it to your braid. That's the hair you add. Okay, then you pick up on the bottom, the regular hair. And then the top hair, it's the piece from the waterfall. You add it. That's what you're adding. Pick up hair on the bottom. Add the piece from your waterfall to your braid. Pick up hair on the bottom. Add the next piece from your waterfall. Add it. Pick up hair. Add the piece. We have one more piece. Just still picking up some hair from the bottom. And this is my last waterfall piece. So that's going from a waterfall to like a ladder. I just call it a ladder. Miss Madrano hates it when I make up my own names for things. I don't know what they call this braid. But anyway, it's because the pieces now are coming from the waterfall into your braid underneath. And I just call it a ladder. You can call it whatever you want. My straights are going kind of, my pieces are going kind of diagonal. Your pieces can go however they go. So these, once you get into a next step of braiding, it's about adding hair. That's, where you would add hair from a certain place, you're bringing out hair and you're adding hair from another place. So those are your next braids to attempt. Heart, waterfall, finish the waterfall, and then you can create the ladder, step ladder, whatever you want to call it afterwards. And I'll help you guys, and I can't get this demo up until tonight, unfortunately, unless we all have to get off Zoom early. Okay. Thank you for your attention. Tomorrow I'll teach you the X